は落ち込んでたみたいだった。ありがとう。でも見た？みんなここにいた。春光ちゃん、さっき。ありがとう。
Yeah, that's the thing, is that she understands, she herself feels guilty that other people have to treat her like this. That's why it's like you can't really be over... Is it because you can't like stop her guilt? Like no matter if you feel sad, if you feel bad, she'll feel guilty that she was the one who caused that. Which is like, it's rough to deal with people like that because they're far too emotional and they're far too self-blaming, which leads them to do incredibly stupid things. They're like, oh, well, I'll do anything to stop you from feeling guilt. It's like, yeah, but you do realize all the shit you're doing to try to make us feel better makes us feel worse. Like, if we see you sacrificing yourself to try to stop us from feeling sad or guilty, we'll feel even more guilty when something goes wrong, which it inevitably does when that's your motivation behind doing something.
とにかく2人ともずっと言おうと思ってたんだけど、春子、誰でもそうなの。だから。分かった。それとお師匠様からもう一つ頼まれてるんです。クー姉さん。まあまあ、本当に気負わなくていいとのことですから。それに私、
I mean, here's the tough thing, though, because basically what Yishuan said is that the second you, like, basically these, if you are showing symptoms of memory loss, you're basically fucked. Because that's the warning signs, which means it's like, yeah, it's already too late. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because like, so is this the first time she's used the actual sword? So she uses it once and she instantly has fucking symptoms? Like, I was kind of hoping that maybe you could use it a little bit, you know? And then only after using it for like an excessive amount, but like, because like it seems unlikely that she would have ever had to have drawn the sword properly before, which means that it's like, oh wait, so the second she draws it even once and uses its power, she's instantly symptomatic, and the symptoms are irreversible and unstoppable, which is like, wow, that really sucks. Does it matter which one? I mean, does it matter which one I pick? Like, obviously the top one, like, and that's the thing, is that her diary is so detailed that she'll be able to answer these questions. Now, the stupid thing, of course, is that, like, you do realize, like, we're asking you these questions to determine if you're symptomatic, and you are symptomatic, but you're trying to hide your symptoms. And it's just like, it's like, it's kind of defeats the purpose. Although, to be fair, even if we do find out she's symptomatic, it doesn't matter. Like, Yishuan even said, it's like, yeah, if she's it's like, showing the memory loss signs is just a sign that her soul is being corroded by the sword, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So it's like, there's no real point in hiding it, other than to make us feel better. But even then, you know, we're gonna find out at some point. Yeah, like, that's the whole thing, is that the only reason to lie like this is to make us feel better. But then again, like, even telling the truth wouldn't really change anything. It would just make people more protective, to be like, yes, we're even less likely to want to let you go out, because if you go out, since you're already symptomatic, every single use is just going to make things worse. And I don't even know if it's every single use, because it could just... They made it seem like if she is symptomatic, she's just going to... It's constantly, like, like it made it seem like it's a consistent thing that's happening every second of every day, even when she's not using the sword. And I likened it last stream to like the sword pokes a hole in her memory bucket, and so it's just constantly leaking. And every additional use just adds a new hole, just increasing the rate of which it happens. Which is, I mean, in that case, yeah, you're kind of fucked regardless. But then everyone should know, because like if that's how it's happening, then, and you've had multiple users of the sword, it is a little surprising that like you aren't really aware of this, right? But I guess it's one of those things that if you're losing your memory and you're not paying attention, that you're losing your memory, you might just even, you might. It's hard to quantify, right? Because the only person who can tell you how much they're losing might themselves be unaware. Now, Zhao Guang understands because she's writing a diary, so she actually is able to properly do a comparison of like, okay, what do I remember, what don't I? Here's what's in my diary. I should be able to remember all this stuff. Whereas other sword users might have just been like, not been paying attention to that degree. And then before they knew it, they're like, wait a minute. I don't remember this person's face, and they're like my brother or something, So that's off, And then at that point, they're like, oh shit, But at that point, it could also be too late. Well, I mean, it's too late regardless. I mean, to be fair, it's very, very true. Because if we treat you like normal, and you get into danger, and you draw the sword again, you're just shortening your life that much quicker, Now, I understand that she can use the sword outside of the actual Kingdom Sword, right? So she actually can fight. Hell, even as a playable character, she does have a whole pattern where she doesn't even use the sword. It's only when she uses her ultimate does she actually summon the sword proper, But she has sword skills, so she can defend herself to a degree. The problem, of course, is that, if it comes down to it, and she properly draws the sword, she's just screwing herself over. And she might be doing so prematurely she might be doing it too early. Now, it's one of those things that are kind of tough to kind of rationalize, right? Because it's like, well, shit, right? If she doesn't do that, people could get injured, right? It could be that the situation is that dire, and if she didn't do it, then we would get injured. So it's like, it's like, does she allow us to get injured, or does she draw the sword and lose a bit of her memory? So it's a tough situation. Now, the really annoying thing is that in the character video for her, it was like she popped into the hollow and was protecting us, of course, using the sword. So it's like, yeah, she's putting herself in danger to protect us as we're trying to run away from the hollow. Weirdly enough, with ethereals at our tail, which is like super weird. Like, why are they continuing to follow us? And how the fuck's the hollow so big that we can be in a car driving away and still be in the hollow and still be chased by ethereals? But yeah, it is what it is. It's the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, there could have been other options, but then she just draws the sword too early. Oh, hello there. How's it going? I was just talking about how fucked she is. And how... Yeah, it's just kind of... We don't know enough about the sword and how its use is. I was kind of likening it to her memory is like a bucket full of water, and her water is the memory. And using the sword just pops a little hole in the bucket, so now she's constantly losing it. Because I think that's what that they're trying to allude to, is that just using it, just having any sort of memory loss, means she's constantly losing memories. Not just when she's using the sword. But it's hard to say. I assume they're going to tell us more about it as we progress through the story. But even based on what Yishuan says, once you start showing signs of memory loss, you're pretty much fucked. Which, I mean, is understandable, but so it is kind of rough. Like, it'd be nice if it was like, oh, no, no, you only lose memories while actively using it. Like, you're burning your memories to power the sword. Like, or your memories are being burned away by the power of the sword while it's in active use, then sure, that's not as bad, because as long as you don't use the sword, you're fine. But they made it seem like you're still losing memories even while not using the sword. Like, even a single use of the sword could make your memories worse and actively losing them. So that's part 1 of the quest. Got some to rest. I guess start part 2.
こんな時間に誰？さっきの人影は幻？
It's her other form.
違いじゃないよね。とにかく追いかけてみよう。誰もいないや。適当感にお化けが出るはずないし、泥棒だったのかな。あそこに猫ちゃんがいる。近づいてみよう。まさか。
リン、やっと会えたわね。
あの時の。
残念。今ここにいるのは生きることに必死な獣。
Was she the spirit of the
ずっと待っ
sword?
てたわよ。
瞬子、その紙って生命剣を使った時の。
ちゃんと覚えそうだよ。私は楊春。
つまり。
それで理解できるって言うならそういうことにしといてあげる。私はこの子が聞き分けのいい仮面の下に隠してる。この子が光なら私は影。この子は仲間のためでも取るに足らない人たちじゃあ。私そうでしょ。自分一人
Okay, so it's not the spirit of the sword, it's just an actual personality.
なんとか自分を納得させたくて可愛い嘘ついちゃって。
何から何まで同意ってわけじゃないけど、みんな
公平ね。まあいいわ。この子が見よ。
Well, yeah, because you die here or live long enough to become the villain, and she's not going to live long enough.
そしてみんなは生まれつき自己中なの。おだててご機嫌を取るもっともらしい言葉の裏には汚い本音が英雄を欲しがってその太鼓持ちになるのは自分の安全を自分でどうにかできない。じゃあその英雄が死んだら適当に石を積んで、でもそれでおしまい。英雄っていう殻の中で 傷ついて、それである日突然英雄が膝から崩れ落ち、さてどうなるでしょうか。
Oh yeah, of course they would insult her and criticize her. It's like, nope, that's your job. You have to sacrifice yourself.
私はわからない。
正直なところ、
Yeah, like if people are attributing her as a hero and she decides, no, I don't want to do this, like it hurts too much, they would just be like, nope, sorry, like we don't give a shit, like you have to be our hero. People kind of suck like that.
けど私もう決めたの。あの生命権を手にした時から。だってこ
Well, that's a little dumb. You're gonna die before the world does. Like the world's not dying, so like, so you want to be immortal? That's a little silly way of saying it.
怖がらせちゃった。それといいこと教えてあげる。じゃ時間だから。
待って、まだ。
リン。
Oh, she's not even aware of herself? I thought she might be at least aware of who that was. Oh, she wasn't there? I thought she was there last time. Or maybe, I guess she showed up when Dylan and Banyu showed up. Maybe, I guess Xiao Gong wasn't there at the time. Because she showed up 2 patches ago. I guess Xiao Gong only showed up at the end of that patch 2 patches ago and then was part of the last patch.
「
春子ちゃん。まあでも大体そんな感じか。
お兄ちゃんはどこに。
ビジネスの基本は10日交換でしょ。さおちゃんまだここで欲しいものがもらえる目処が立ってないんだ。
I mean, to be fair, she was the one who barged in and offered a trade.
大胆なんだから。
She barged in and said, "Hey, I have this information you want." Like that's the initiation of a trade.
ごめんなさ
そのやっぱり釈園さんのこと。
さすが。今日ここに来たのはね、ラマニアンフォローで新しく未知のエリアが見つかったから、ザオちゃんそれを調べに行きたいなーって思ってるの。
未知のエリア。
もう一個の君たちと楊釈園の戦いが終わった直後に宮妻の異変と一緒にだからこのタイミングで見つかった未知のエリアに異常な
でもどうして。
それはね、ダイヤちゃんから面白い話を聞いたんだ。その生命圏フォロー英比地区に現れた白いお花にもおかしな反応。
そうなの。白い花に触れた時、
今ある情報をもとに推測しただけだから、そこへ来て白いお花とフォローの拡張にも怪しい。ここにいる凄腕のプロ棋士と一緒に、もちろん10日交換だからね。こっちは楊釈園が目撃された正確な座標をあげる。
分かったわ。
気持ちのいいお返事だね。じゃあプロ棋士の意見も聞いてみよっか。
私だって行くって言いたいけど、春子。
リン、私なら本当に風姉さんたちもまだお兄ちゃんの手がかりは
気持ちはわかるよ。でもやっぱり危ないことには変わりないし。
それじゃあダメかな。まあ今すぐは大丈夫だよ。もし2人揃ってその気になったらプロ棋士は頭のいい子だもん。
ねえ、あなたがいろいろ考えてくれてることだから。
責任とかそんなことはどうでもよくて。
お兄ちゃんがいなくなる前に言ったこと必ず助けるからって。みんなに黙ってこんな風に私のいないとこのままずっと。私だってみんなに恩返しがしたい。
わかるよ、本当に。
リン、あなたにもお兄ちゃん。
Yeah, but I don't have a fucking noose around my neck. Every time I use my power, I'm gonna die more. My brother wouldn't want that from me either.
無理言ってずっと言わなきゃいけない。
Like no sibling would want their other sibling to be fucked over every time in the attempts to save them.
特別な人だってこと。もちろん生命系大切にしてくれてることはでもあなたはみんなが反対しても私の味方でいてくれるわよね。他の人がわがままって思うことでもちゃんと話を聞いて、私が決めたことならって尊重してくれる。本当にありがとう。
いいんだよ。でも一つだけ約束して。フォローの中で何が起きても絶対に春光の安全を第一に考えること。
約束する。
守られるだけのガラスの人形って言ってたよね。でも私、最初から春子を守ってるつもりなんてなかったよ。だって私はただそばにいただけだから。春子が前に進みたいって決めた時、一人じゃないって思えるようにしてあげたいなって、私なりの約束。だから春光もちゃんと約束してね。何が起きても私は、
どんな時も振り返ればちゃんとお互いがいる。だから
来てくれたね。
待って、ザオさん。
もち
ラマニアンフォローが不思議な拡張、わざわざ。
ろん。ある意味ではそれも正しいけど、あくまでザオちゃんはトップスっていう大きなくくりそのものじゃなくて、クランプスの黒枝に属してるから。ザオちゃんたちのお仕事は審査と裁定、それからルールを守らせること。この間長期兵に派遣されたトップスの役立たずな子たちがザオちゃんたちの裁定対象だったみたいにね。あんまりあの人たちと一緒くたにしないでほしいかな。それに組織って大きくなると中がごちゃごちゃしてくるって。ザオちゃんは責任を持ってこのお仕事をしてる。世の中は結局等価。ザオちゃんたちは長期兵からタクーンガクさんはどう？ラマニアンフォローは今おかしなことになって。確かにザオちゃんたち悪い
もちろん長期兵が危ないなら黙ってらんないよ。でもフォローっていうのを基本的に拡張していくものだし、そこに異常があるってデータはまだザオちゃんしか持ってないんだよね。
もちろん本当のところはフォロー。まあそのためにじゃあおさらい。ゾウちゃんたちの目標は目的地までは新エリート1の凄腕プロ棋士のガイドがいるさ。
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole point was like, yeah, we don't want to risk her. But it's like, yeah, let's go by ourselves, increasing the likelihood of her actually using the sword because we don't have enough people to defend me, the useless person who can't fight.
この先は長いこと廃校になってる工事の校区だよ。高齢石を加工する工場もあったみたい。もう少しで着くよ。
気のせいかな。今生命圏が震えたような。
早速生命圏に反応。
そんな大げさな感じじゃないから。
やっぱり
マスター、このここは
違うって？
濃度じゃないかな。
ちなみにザオちゃんがここで何があったかなんて情報共有はこれでおしまい。ザオちゃんが調べたいのはあっちだから。
一緒に行ってくれるんじゃないの？もうなんだか
君たちはザオちゃんの調査を手伝ってくれて、ザオちゃんが陽釈園の手がかりを教える。それザオちゃんただ
誤解だっ
But
た。
yeah, I mean, like, it's just like, hey, we're worried about her using the sword. We don't want to bring her there because
動いた方が安全だよ。
it's too risky. So I know what we'll do. We'll go in by ourselves. We'll just take two fight. We'll bring in 3 people, one of which who can't fight, which is us, and we'll have to rely on Zhao and Zhao Guang to fucking protect me, which of course makes it far more likely that she's gonna have to actually use the sword to protect me because I'm a walking target who cannot protect themselves at all. It's like, this is the kind of shit where you like say, hey, wait a minute, maybe let's get a few extra people, because having 1/3 of our forces be unable to fight in a situation where the other third, when one other third has a sword that will kill them if they have to use their full power. It's like, yes, it's like the worst situation you could possibly put yourself in. It's just like, you're putting her in a situation where she's far more likely to use the sword than not, because she has to protect us, you know, the non-combatant. There's no one else who can protect us. See, at least before, when we went in before, it's like we went in with Zhao Guang, we went in with Banyu, we went in with Dylan, and you could argue we went with other people too. And now we're just going in with 3 people. It's like, it's even worse. In a situation where we're already concerned about the sword because of its unique resonance with the energy in the area, you know, and the flowers and shit. It's like, dude, you should have brought other people. So at the very least, she wouldn't have to use the sword. But yeah, whatever. Like, Unbeaten Legend sounds great, right? But it's, of course, like, oh, you've never lost. What was it? You never failed a mission? Was that it? Yeah, that's the thing. Is, never failed a single mission. It's like, of course, you know, you can, like, if you're the one who decides your missions, you could always just pick the easiest ones, right? So it's just like, so you also, like, how many missions have you taken, right? Because it could be that most of the shit she's ever done has always been assisting other people, so it wasn't ever her mission. So she might have only worked one mission and was successful at it, and every other one is her assisting other people on their missions. So even if they fail their mission, it wouldn't diminish her own track record of one successful mission, you know? So it's very misleading the way when you say stuff like that, especially when you want to use it as a call to authority, where it's like, okay, well, how many missions did you succeed then? You know, if she says 100, it's like, okay. If it's 100 successful missions and you haven't failed a single one, then it's less likely for her to handpick missions. It still could be the case she handpicked missions that were easy and was successful at, but 100 is still a lot, which does show a lot. But, you know, we don't know. Oh, she's not even in our party? I thought it was just gonna be Zhao and us. I just these. Cool, nice. I thought it was just gonna be Zhao and us. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Actually, wait, can I? Oh yeah, here we go. Can I look at it? No. Can I look at her? Oh, I guess I can't because I can't go into her. I can't actually see her details, which is kind of fucking annoying. Okay, so I can't do that either. Yeah, and then I don't think, even if I look at her now, yeah, it's not gonna show shit. Shit. Okay, well, whatever. And this is the thing. This is her using her normal sword, so this is still pretty cool. You know, and look, she has little swords. Are these the Aether Veil swords? Is this being around these swords increase her crit rate or something? It's kind of confusing because I'm not really sure. Because with her and Zhao, it's just with her and Zhao, it's huh. I don't know what this Aether Veil state is, what it looks like. Because I did see when Zhao did her sword thing, it did create something that looked like a frost trail on the ground, and I'm like, oh, okay, so is that that is pretty cool. The fact that I have such movement options is convenient. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was when she summoned the sword. Oh, hey, it's a thingy. I thought it was when she summoned the Kingming Sword. She became like that because I thought that was the this Kingming Sword spirit, and that's why. But it seems like she has this Oh wow, so that's probably Porcelume. That looks really cool. But yeah, I assume that I'd assumed that was the spirit of the Kingming Sword. But she's saying no, it's her darker half. So she could have a split personality. It's hard to say did the split personality only show up when the sword came into existence? So it could actually be the spirit of the Kingming Sword, or it could be the manifestation of that sword in her psyche. Because the desire for it to live, I could understand a sword being imbued with the desire to live at all costs type thing, and then that creating a split personality within the host. But it's hard to prove in any way because we know she got the sword when she was super young, which is it's very unlikely for her to have split personality. It could have been though, because she did experience trauma as a child, right? She did have to run away from the Hollow. Her parents died. It could be that in her running away and trying to escape and protect herself, that's the point when the split personality came into existence, right? She created a split personality to protect herself and keep her alive when escaping from the Hollow. But then she met the Kingming Sword shortly afterwards, so it's hard to differentiate which came first. But she did have trauma in her past, which could explain. It could explain the existence of a split personality. What? Oh, I see. I hold it. Cool. Oh, I can't get up here. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it could explain the existence of the other personality. Okay, this is another fight. Oh.
マスター、前方型式番号を照合、警告。対象のボディから高レベルの知能データ体を検出。構造は既存サンプルと部分的な類似が見られますが、完全には一致していません。
Oh, is that the creator? Is that a manifestation of what the creator is?
エラー、データエラー。
この子、独り言？それとも
ちょっと怪しいけど。
データ、サイヤー友達、会えて嬉しい。見ての通り。
あなた、どうして一匹で
ごめん。それは僕にも分かる状況を認識した時には、もうこの辺りにいたけど幸い。僕は型式番号と作られた理由を記憶してた。
Okay. What are you and why were you created?
僕を作ったのは、初代うつろ。
God damn it! I really hate the fact that when you hold the fucking button, it actually saves the fucking. Like if I'm muting or unmuting, the little mute and unmute symbol that appears on the screen, the mute unmute button that appears on the screen is also captured by the screenshot. Like why? That's an internal fucking. That's you, PlayStation. That's a overlay that you yourself put on. Why the fuck did your screenshot capture that? Just ignore your own overlays for screenshots. Like, why the fuck would I ever want to see any overlay that the PlayStation brings up when capturing screenshots? Okay, so let's see. So this is interesting. First Void Hunter, because like we actually don't really know much about Void Hunters. We know that Miyabi is one of them, but we honestly don't really know much about Miyabi's lineage, right? Like she's part of a family. She's part of a family who's passed down her sword for a long period of time. So are Void Hunters, like, are you a Void Hunter if you have a sword? Is that it? Like, you're a Void Hunter if you have a cursed sword? Because, like, Miyabi's sword is also cursed. That has, like, a demon spirit or whatever inside it. So, like, and now we have the King Ming sword, which is also seemingly a cursed sword, too. So, like, are all Void Hunters just... Are you considered a Void Hunter if you have a cursed sword? Or are you a Void Hunter if you do a specific action? Like, are Void Hunters defined by what they do versus how they do it? You know? So, like, because I think that I heard also, like, Yi Xuan is considered a Void Hunter, because I've seen a bunch of, like, memes that talk about, like, the Void Hunters, and it shows Zhao Guang, Miyabi, and Yi Xuan on it. So I'm just like, like, I don't know if she actually is properly one. So in which case, obviously, Yi Xuan doesn't have a sword, so then Void Hunters would be defined by what they do. But then again, like, Void Hunter, what the fuck does that even mean, right? Like, does that mean you're just fighting the strongest ethereals? Like, are Void Hunters basically just hollow hunters? Like, are Void Hunters just, like, the peak? Like, in terms of, like, adventure? If you're talking about an Isekai Adventurers Guild, are they, like, the S-rank adventurers are called Void Hunters? Is that just what it is? So interestingly enough, it does look like she has horns on her head, right? So, like, that's kind of interesting. So she's a Thyran of some sort. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. So it could be that maybe they used ethereal power, like maybe they used ether to improve their combat ability, but that could be a problem because it maybe, like, made them go crazy or made them easily susceptible to ethereal corruption. So, but yeah, I think we might have heard of the Marcel group, but because she has horns, and I'm pretty sure that our teacher also has horns. I don't know if they're horns like that. Actually, I guess those could be ears, but they do seem more like horns than ears. And I think because our teacher was like a cow Thyran, I think. I can't remember because it's been a while since we saw her. We only really saw a brief glimpse of her at the end of the epilogue of last season. And I think when we were fighting Solde, we might have saw like a brief flash of her as well. But like, I think she was all encased in shadows and shit. So, just to tease us. Yeah, and I'm kind of curious, like, okay, so she's the first Void Hunter, but like, when was that? Like, did the first Void Hunter come into existence 11 years ago during Catastrophe? Was she like, was she called the Sunbringer because she was able to help resolve the Hollow Zero disaster? Or like, are Void Hunters a long and storied title that has been existed for hundreds of years? Oh, I wonder if... Because I do know that Xiao Guang's perfect Bangbu is just like this golden thing. I wonder if that's going to become the golden Bangbu that's her preferred model. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, if they had more firepower, but the firepower was unstable, so it was unreliable, and constantly prone to breaking, and cost a lot more to maintain, it would just be better to have 10 regular combat Bangbu, which don't break down as easily. Yeah, rather than quality, go for quantity type shit. Oh, interesting. Causing the flowers themselves to mutate. So maybe that... Because like the flowers used to be a sign of absorbing miasma. It could be that it's causing it to mutate to produce miasma, maybe. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. And they mutated and then putting them outside the hollow so they can spread miasma. And if there's more ether and miasma in the rest of the world, then the hollows will expand. What the fuck? That like sparkly thing. Oh, I see. So it's a little glowing kinging sword just there. Oh, I see. Is this how we're gonna like grapple up there? Okay, yeah. So it is basically a grapple. Oh, I see. I don't need to be in the ether mode. You can just... Oh, I could have come up this way, I guess. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. So, a lot of... So this was... Oh, I see. This was to open up the... Yeah, normally that we don't... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, like, normally we don't have to, Normally we have to do this all ourselves. You know, we have to actually... We have to investigate everything ourselves. Usually the story just kind of takes us through the area, and then we have to come back later to actually, like... actually properly explore it, which is usually finding those old nodes that allow us to unlock the minimap. So it's interesting that they force us to do it as part of the main story, which is fine, because, you know, we still want to do that anyway.
つちょっと厄介みたいだね。
なんか
God damn it, it's so fucking annoying. Like, I'm mid fucking pull, and it's like, nope, sorry.
どこかで
Like, I'm pulling the fucking trigger to do my ultimate, but no, I get staggered out of it by these fucking assholes. Like, god damn it.
助けに行かないと。やっと片付いたね。
時間がないよ。早くザオ
Yeah, I think so. I think those swords do stuff. I think having the sword on the ground, like, it does increase my stats or something. I think those are the Aether Veil things, but hard to prove it. This doesn't reach. Oh, I see.
また前のと同じ障害物ね。お願いリン。ザオさん、よかった。もうエーテリアスを全部片付けたのね。ザオさん、大丈夫？もしかしてザオちゃん。うん。からエーテリアスに。
実は釈炎さんを見つけたんだけど。
Yeah, so,
追いかけるよりも
I hope in the spirit of equivalent exchange, you're not gonna fuck us over by and properly reciprocate this
だか
gesture.
ら別に助けてもらう必要なみんながちゃんと。ところでこのボンプちゃん、
ああ、この子はね、ロックスプリングっていうのよ。故障のせいでずっとここから。
こんにちは、ザオさん。その代わり
こんな危なっかしい場所で
それほどでも。故障してもなお記憶モジュールおよびコアとなるコードにはかつ
ふむまあどっちかのある子がいるのは助かるし、お断りす。じゃあお仕事の話。この辺りを調べてたんだけど、異常の宮綱がどっちゃりあるの。
やっぱりザオさんもそう感じた？私もきっとそれがあなたたちの言ってた異常なミヤズマなのに。
ザオちゃんもどうすればいいか考えてたとこ一つ気づいたんだけど、この異常なミヤズマって白いお花に付着する性質があるみたいだね。
そっか、ロックスプリングも言ってたわ。異常なミヤズマ。
変異ね。このボンプちゃんの言ってたことが本当だったら、変異したお花、それに
それって
あくまで仮説だけどね。
Yeah, because like the whole point is that when we broke the one seal and the creator got out, they mentioned that there were 4 other points within the hollow that resonated and burst with energy at that time. Presumably, other parts of the creator that are also sealed, which makes me think that the brother is still possessed by the creator, by the portion of the creator that escaped that seal and is now looking for the other seals to break them as well.
とりあえず異常なミヤズマに当てられて変異し。
前は
長期兵に。長期兵に現れたのはさすがに変だよねって思っただけ。みんな危ない。
いつでもいいよ。
Yeah, like that's the thing is it says Aether, like Aether Veil Wellspring will be activated, and I'm like, is that a buff on the character or is that something on the field? Because like you can see that little like bit of frost on the ground. I'm like, is that the Wellspring Aether Veil? Or maybe I should. Fuck.
異常なミアズマの匂いがする。生命権も表明してるわ。じゃあ人探しに来たんでしょ。お兄ちゃんのことはもういいの？お兄ちゃんは無事だって分かってるし、今はこっちを何とかしなきゃ。あなたの後ろ。ここは私が。よっ、早急を分かつ。ちゃはっちゃはっはっえっとはっよっとえいわみんな楽しねえいや勝ちたいのにこれがなくちゃ。生命権の導きを感じる。まずはエーテリアスが現れた方向に行きましょう。君か弱いお姫様じゃなかったんだ。思ってたよりしっかりしてるね。
Oh, they added a new thingy.
冷たき光、雪明かり。
Oh, Aether Veil's that little bubble. Yeah, that was it. I remember now. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, cool. There we go. Thank God. They appeared quickly enough. I was gonna say, like, God damn, it would suck if I had to... Oh, fuck. There's still some more. Oh, God damn it. Fuck off. Oh, fuck off! Jesus fucking Christ! No one fucking likes these fucking after death effects. It's just like, dude, why the fuck are they... I hate how, like, when all this shit happens, it's always this staggered bullshit where it's like, oh, yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go and, like, we're gonna, like, somehow be... have this bullshit staggered effect.
の努力が実を結び、第三工場の生産は無事軌道に乗りました。
よっ。よっ。
これってカローレ先生、どうしてこんなところに。
Oh yeah, Carol. Yeah, you can see we have that Carol has horns, but not the same kind of horns. She has like bison-like horns, whereas the first Void Hunter had upright horns.
なるほど。あのお方に降臨して約束しましょう。もしが成功すれば、あなたたち今が最高のタイミング。この両手を血に染めよう。
今のは宮妻が。あの人はカローレ
Ah,
アルナ。
shit. I was kind of thinking that maybe she was tricked, or like maybe there was some other Exaltist on her team that did something with the experiment that caused it to go wrong. But all the stuff we've seen kind of is her working with them. Like, that sounds incredibly suspicious. Now, to be fair, it could have been something actually more innocent. But just because we have no context, we can't really tell.
この辺りでああいう幻は珍しくない。僕も何度か見かけたことがあって、昔ここにいた人々も残像と推測している宮妻が何か特別な方法で。
宮妻にそういう性質が。でも保存す。少なくともあなたの。
私にもわかんない。
It also does beg the question, like, well, when did it happen, right? Was this before or after the catastrophe, right? It could be that this was after the catastrophe, and she came in trying to investigate why it was happening, and the them was maybe the perpetrator of the whole thing, and the blood is the blood of her enemies, right? Like the blood of the people who caused the catastrophe. So, without context, it's really hard to tell, especially when we don't even know when that phantom was captured.
君の先生が言ってたあのお方ってなんだか降臨させたがってるように見えたよ。
Yeah, it's hard to say, right?
参照会もさらに。
Like, yeah, the descent thing does seem suspicious. But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, because of how little context there was in it, I do think that's what they're trying to lead you to believe. They're trying to lead you to believe and question her. But there wasn't enough proper nouns. We have no fucking clue who she actually was talking about. Descend could be all sorts of shit, right? Right? It could be that they wanted the creator to descend to hell, or something like that. Descend further into the miasma to never return, right? As a euphemism for, further reinforcing the seal to keep them away, right?
君は先生をとっても。
でも幻がそう言ってるからって一番身近にいた人が
Exactly.
信じられないなら、私たちは何を信じればいい？
Like, we have a few random words with no context whatsoever, like, to instantly cast doubt. I understand why she would cast doubt, because Carol has already been blamed for the catastrophe, so it's super easy for people not in the know to be like, oh, okay, we all blame her for the catastrophe, and so we're just going to fill in the blanks to make our assumptions make sense, and have this be her referring to meeting the creator type thing.
そんなの。なんでもないよ。
I mean, she says that, right? She says, who can you trust? Ourselves and only ourselves? Well, no, you can't, because you can lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself. I mean, Zhao Guang is a proof that she can't trust herself anymore because her memory is failing, right? Because of the use of the Kingling Sword, she can no longer trust herself. Hell, she even has another personality, which means, can she really trust that self? Now, to be fair, that other personality says she cares about survival, and the other personality's survival means her survival too, so maybe she can trust her, but again, you know, speaking about trusting only yourself is not really the best. I mean, I understand the point, right? Yes. Obviously, you're the only one who will truly advocate for yourself, so you can only really trust yourself. Yeah, true. Very dystopian, obviously. It's like a very, like, you can trust other people, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can really only trust yourself.
やっぱり君たちとダイヤちゃんが前に遭遇した宮妻ってことは、それはきっと
And yeah, that was the kind of thing too. It was like, well, that was the whole point, is that the miasma was receding because it was being absorbed by the flowers. And so if the flowers were all concentrating the miasma in one thing, and now we broke the seal, you know, so basically if the miasma was being collected by the flowers and put into this like ball of miasma where the crater seal was, now that we broke the seal and the crater took back that miasma, it's not surprising that the miasma would then, now that the ball of miasma has been broken, would flood out again.
それはね、三小会って組織が進行してこの辺りの異常なミヤズマ全部。なる
ほど。僕の知ってる始まりの主で合ってるみ。
でも、
These hard stories about the Exaltus from who?
見張り台のことを教えてくれたのだって、あなた。
ほらほら、いつまでもおしゃべりしてね。
生命圏の共鳴反応が強くなって。
But my bet is what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to find the brother, right? We're going to find the brother, and the brother's going to be in front of one of those seals, and he's going to be cracking open another seal.
ここにも白い花がいっぱい。待って。白い花が黒に変わって。
危ない。
手が変異した白い花、異常なミヤズマに当てられて黒くなってる。なんだかますます危険な気がしてきちゃった。
それよりこのエーテリオスたち、異常なミヤズマの気配が濃くない？慎重に対応しなくちゃ。
この剣たちがあなたを導くわ。じゃあ早速あの黒い花を調べに行きましょう。
Yeah, so is it that the flowers are constantly absorbing miasma, and then when they reach the... Yeah, now they're emitting it. So is it that the flowers are absorbing miasma, and then once they reach the threshold, they then now become emitters of it?
何よ、ポカンとした顔しちゃってね。
あんたは確か。
よくできました。後でちゃんと。ああ、ダメったらダメ。私
もしかして。
Oh, she's aware of her? So is that what she was doing? She just lied to us when we mentioned it because she didn't want us to think about it, but she actually is aware of her other personality.
この血をもって魂をちぎる。知れ。今年。
Yeah, it's just like, if it's purifying the shit, then why can't we purify it? Or, Why can't we get Yishuan to come over and purify it, or the other Yingqi Summit people? Like, do we really need to use the sword to do it, or can we have anyone from the Yingqi Summit with stronger purification powers do it?
ごめん。
へえ、君にはもう
私にもよくわからないの。本当にごめんなさい。いるのは知ってるし、時々表に出てるな。どんな顔して説明したらいいかわからなくて。
Yeah, okay. I was wondering if she was just lying to hide it, but or she just was actually honestly unaware. But okay, she's just embarrassed.
それより生命剣、もう一人の春光が思いっきり使ってたけど大丈夫？
それはあの子に剣を抜いてって頼んだの。あの子自分で力を使う分には私がやるよりずっと安全だって思ってるみたいだった。でもやっぱりそうだったわ。私今のところ。
もうそんな賭けみたいなことし。
わかって
ごめん、言わなきゃいけない。
ボンプちゃんも感じた？
お兄ちゃん。
あそこに何かあるみたい。釈炎さんが残していったものかな。
Yeah, so I guess he might still be trying to get more creator power so he can finally break the connection between the two of them. My worry, though, is that the sword is actually the creator's sword. The sword is actually a person from this world, or the sword, even if the creator is someone from another world, I think the sword might have been created by that person anyway. And the sword is normally the creator's, but when they were sealed away, you know, they no longer had an owner. But because of how corrosive it is, so anyway, we'll see.
釈炎さんがくれた手紙。
お兄ちゃんがどうしてこんなことをしたのかはお兄ちゃんの目に映る私は今でも。
I mean, you are proving him right, though. Because the second you're told, don't use the sword will kill you. And what's the first thing you do when you get out? Your first mission after being told not to use the sword? You go and use the sword. Clearly you do actually need protecting because you don't make good decisions. You're going to continuously make decisions that fuck you over and over again as long as you're put in situations where you can. You don't have the mental fortitude to say, these things are bad, but we don't need to deal with them right now. We'll leave them for now and come back later with the ability to purify them. There were other options, but you're too emotional, and you chose to deal with it immediately, which kind of proves everyone's point.
ごめん。
本当に釈炎さんが人知れずいなくなるつもりだったら、それかこっそり動く。
それってどういう。
何にもいけないことなんてないよ。要は釈炎が君の
再起データに深刻な。
いけない。ロックスプリング。
大体は調べ終わったから、フォローの拡大と異常なミヤズマのつながりが見えてきたし、どれもいいニュースじゃない。行こう、プロ騎士。
心を研ぎ澄ませ。
Yeah, so the question is were the flowers not mutating before because they hadn't gotten their threshold of the ether, or miasma, and so that's why they're still white? Or is it the release of the creator now has tainted the miasma, so he's able to he's able to exert his will through the miasma to taint the flowers and turn them into miasma producers instead of absorbers?
サオちゃんのそう、それじゃあダメね。ラモニアンフォローは異常な速さで外側に拡張してる。多分ザオちゃんの推測通り、その原因は異常なミヤズマに実体はないけど。
そして黒い花はエーテリアス。
君たちは言ってたよね。なんてことはないと思うけど、まあいいや。
再起動。
は そうよね。ザオさん、まだ私。
このボンプちゃんはとっても。それにザオちゃん、今。
じゃあボンプの修理が。
そういうのが得意な知り合いを知ってるんだけど。
リンタラ、本当に。それじゃあ
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put a pin in this because I've already been walking for an hour and 19 minutes, so I'm gonna chill. I smell my resin already. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So she could get better. Let's see. What's okay? So it's her base, skill, and basic. Okay, so I don't have much of that, so I need to farm more of that. I also need more money, generally. Actually, oh, Yishuan. What's wrong with? Alright, how about her skills? Oh, I don't have everything of hers maxed out. Okay, so skill and ultimate, obviously. Let's do that. Oh. There we go. I'm curious. Do I have enough? Oh, I don't. I don't have enough, but I could still do this. I have a lot of those bonus stuff, so it's fine. As well, there we go. Okay, so now I'm probably 4, right? How much money do I got? Yeah, so 400,000 on that. Okay, so she's pretty stacked, though. I guess I could do this as well. It's just like, who gives a shit, kinda, to a degree. It's like, the dodge counter's kinda good, like, everything, all our other damage from everything else. Oh, I need to level that, so I need to get more of those. But yeah, so like, she gets 30% crit rate from that, so like, that would make my crit rate 78. And then it seems like, from what this looks like, is that, damage increases in crit damage. Okay, so that's damage and crit damage. Oh no, it's the it's this relic set, right? So when I'm in an Aether Veil, which is the bubble stuff. Okay, I was like, what the fuck's an Aether Veil? I'm like, oh, it's the bubble. It's like the particle effect around the outer edge of the screen. Lucia was the one who first introduced it. That's what Aether. I was like, what the fuck is Aether Veil? I keep forgetting what it was and what it looks like. And it's like, oh, okay, it's that like dreamscape like filter that's put around the outer edge of the screen. But yeah, so she gets another 10% crit rate from this. So that's 40%. So that should be good, right? Like 40%, it's like 88 crit rate with decent crit damage. So this is, it's not perfect, obviously. I do have some, like, obviously 2 rolls into defense. Who gives a shit about that? This is okay. Like, honestly, everything in here is pretty good. Like, attack percent 10 is so good because it's a defense penetration. So it's not terrible. 1 roll into HP, flat HP. It's like, basically it's 1 bad roll. You could argue Pen is 1 bad roll, but realistically it's not that bad. This is like, oh yeah, it's 2 bad rolls, but still, crit damage with 2 crit rate rolls is still pretty good. This one is definitely kind of meh. Again, half the rolls are bad. More than half the rolls are bad. This is something I could get better. I could get a better one of these. Because I could get one with crit rate and attack percent instead. This one is the one is the easiest one to fix. It's also the one that's the worst. Because this one only has 2 bad rolls. This one has 3. And everyone either has between 1 to 2. So this one could be the best one. And I could actually get realistically what I want is another attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, and pen, where it all just rolls all into crit damage. So just having the extra attack percent, even if it doesn't roll into it, and the additional pen as well, even if it doesn't roll into it, it's still pretty good. So, anyway,
何かあったら
doing pretty well, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
言いなさいよね。
We'll see if I finish it tomorrow. I'm not sure how long this whole thing is. But, yeah, anyway, I'm having fun with it so far. There are some, like, things I find dumb because she's just too nice and she's just too self-sacrificing. And I just don't like that generally. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. And I'll see you all next time.